Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. What if I told you Excel can replace your calculator, your notepad, and half of your brain all at once? Can you imagine? Okay, in the next 15 minutes, I will show you Excel functions that students, analysts, and even managers use every single day, starting from very simple functions such as addition, subtraction, division, to random numbers, dates, and even some trigonometrical functions. Okay, so by the end of this video, you'll know how to use Excel like a smart scientific calculator for maths, stats, dates, and even a bit of magic with random numbers. No theory is here, no boring slides, something. Just we'll use a real Excel sheet with some real numbers and live on a screen. Okay, so once again, welcome back to my channel. Here we'll start with very basic arithmetic functions called addition. So you can see here how to add two numbers or more than two numbers. Let's say I want to add few numbers, 12, 15 plus 89. So you can add more numbers if you have. So every function in Excel start with equal sign always and always. So you have to type equal 12, 15, 12 plus 15 plus 89. Okay, in the same way that you can do subtraction. Let's do here subtraction equal 89 minus 54. So equal 89 minus 54. Look, so within second you will get a result. Very simple for multiplication as well. Let's pick two numbers, 90 multiply with 18. So the multiplication sign in your keyboard will be a star. So you can't get exactly cross sign or multiplication sign in your keyboard. So you have to use a star sign. So what you need to do is equal to your first number star 18. So if you have more than two numbers, you can just simply add, let's say another number 50. So this is our result, equal first number multiplication second and so on. Okay, so there is one more functions probably I don't have here, but I would like to tell you. If you have, let's say, more than two numbers, so either you do by using star sign, you can simply use product. So let's say 20 comma 23 comma 45 comma 67 comma 70 75. So you can take your own data, whatever you have. So this is also the multiplication of those numbers. So I randomly pick here 5 numbers. So product function also gives you multiplication of the observations, whatever you have. So either you choose star sign or the function product, but make sure that both of them starts with equal sign. Okay, if you have a data, big data, let's say, with 10,000 observations, 50,000 observations, you can't do star sign each and every time, so you have to use product. Okay, interesting. So this makes your life so easy. Next one is power. Let's say I want to get 2 power 3, that is cubic. So when I say power 3 is cubic, so you can use simply equal power 2 comma 3. It gives 8, exactly same as when you do 2 power 3. So it's up to you how you going to do that. So equal sign 2 power 3. So this symbol cap here can be used as power. So you have to equal, so hit enter and then you will get 8. Same answer. Okay, so division is also super easy. Let's say you have two numbers, 42 divided by 6. So you know what your answer is. Look, again this time we start with equal sign. Okay, so when you have only couple of observations, you can do simple equal your number plus sign, again another number and few more numbers. But when we have large data set, we always recommend you to use those functions, for example, product or sum for your result. I will quickly make one simple data here: 12, 15, 13, 14, 19. Okay, and I'm going to show you a sum function, how to use sum, sum. So it must start with equal sign again, and simply select the data like this. So this is column B. Data observation starts from 3 to up to 7, that is B3, B7, and hit enter. So this is your addition. So addition can be done using sum function. So sum is a inbuilt function in Microsoft Excel. So all you need to do is just equal sign and then sum, and select your data and hit enter button or return button. So if you're working on Mac, you need to hit return button, and if you have Windows, you need to hit enter. Okay, I hope it's interesting for you so far. Let's create one more data set here: 12, 6, 8, 9, and you want to calculate average. So you need to do AVER. So it's simply average function gives you arithmetic mean, or simple mean you can say, of your data. So there are only 4 values. Simply this is sum divided by the number of observation, and the function is start with equal, average, select your data, and then hit enter or return button. So this is the average of our data. Interesting thing in Excel is, even if you change your data here, let's say I want to make it 18 instead of 8, the answer will be automatically changed. Look, this time the average has been changed to 11.25. So this is very good. No need to apply the formula again and select the data and get a result. Definitely not. Okay, so one thing that you need to remember is average. So when we talk about average of data, it could be anything: median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. But here in Excel, when we apply average function, simply gives you arithmetic mean, or which is known as mathematical averages in statistics. Okay, so rand functions very useful, especially when we deal with some probabilistic thing, or maybe some financial uncertainty, or anywhere where we need to deal with generation of a number between 0 and 1. For example, if I do simply rand, and then you need to use bracket and hit enter. Look, this number 0.0818, this is randomly generated number in between 0 and 1. So you can't get negative number, you can't get more than 1, let's say 1.5, you can't get it. So always and always, when you apply this function rand, the number always comes in between 0 and 1. Okay, but what if we need a random number between 0 and 100? So you can do rand between, let's say I want to get a number in between 1 and 20, and no one knows what will be your random number, but definitely it will be in between 1 to 20, but we don't know what it is. Oh, look, it's 19. So this is a random number between 1 and 20. So if you want to generate random number, either one random number or more than, look, if you drag it, it gives you more than one random number. So whatever number that you need, you can simply drag it. Okay, so exactly in the same way, when you use your scientific calculator, if you want to get what is the value of sine 30, you can simply type sine 30 in your scientific calculator, you'll get your answer. We can do that using Microsoft Excel. So you need to do again equal sign, but you need to give radians. I believe it gives your answers always in radian in Microsoft Excel, and then you need to put the amount of degree, that is 30 degree, or angle I mean, and hit enter button. Now you can see sine 30 0.5. Okay, you can similarly do cos 10 whatever. I simply going to change it with cos. We got cos 30 degree this time. Okay, super easy. Well, next is power. So this function is also very useful. Um, so always start with again equal sign power. Let's say I want to get 2 power 3, and you know the answer 2 cube is 8. You can also do 2 power 3. Alright, same answer. I can show you here equal to power 3. So this symbol cap can be used as an operation that works as power. Simple. Okay, next is exponential. So if you work in engineering field, or even if you deal with financial data, most of the time you might have that. Okay, this rate is increasing with exponential rate. Um, so this is function exp represents exponential. If I say what is exponential power 2, this is the value. If I do 1.2, let's see what's the answer. So you can put anything here. It could be some negative values. Let's say, look, this time I put -1/2. Okay. Um, Exponential function is super important in calculations, especially engineering, financial data, and in day-to-day life as well. Next one is we need to know important signs. Um, let's say if you have a data here in Excel, um, let's create one very simple data. 5 to 6. Right, so this is a very simple data with 3 observation, and I want to put dollar sign in front of these observations. So you see here um, more accounting formats. Let's go here and then currency. You can change here. Let's say I want to put Australian dollar here in front of these number. So the simple one is, just select the dollar sign. Let's say here, the Australian one. You need to find out where it is. AUD, right? Look, I put AUD here. So I simply type AUD, but you can put the dollar sign as well. So it's up to you how you do. Look, this is euro, and it's up to you. Currency, just you need to simply, let's say if you want to do Canadian one or Australian, let's say. So this time I put Australian dollar here. Okay, so this is simply sign. You can do percentage if you want. Look, this time we change with the percentage. You can add more symbols. Okay, so here we have only 3 numbers, but what if we have 10,000 observations? You need to insert dollar sign in front of each and every single number. So you can't do manually. You need to be smart. So Excel is really, really helpful in this sense. Okay, next one is spelling. So like in MS Word or other software that generally used to check your spelling, for example, Grammarly, here Excel can also help you to find whether the spelling is correct or not. Let's say simply I want to type this simple word home. Instead of HOME, I type HOMEE, and I want to check whether this is correct or not. So you need to just select this cell, go to review, and click on spelling, and it says, look, the suggestions home, summer, homed, and it says that this is wrong. So you can simply replace this one when you click, so it will be changed there. So look, it's changed now. Okay, so what we learn here is Excel is so powerful, which can check your spelling and even can suggest you the correct one. Okay, well, the next one is super important, date. Excel is very smart that it can tell you what date it is today. If you simply do DAT, let's say Look, when you type date, I'm not gonna give anything here, but it says okay. I don't know what sort of function it is. Look, we have a function called date, but I'm going to show you here within a smarter way. If you type equal today and then hit enter button, it gives you, okay, it's 2nd of January 2026. But what if we need date and time together in Microsoft Excel? Okay, like a magic, if you type now, equal sign now, and then hit enter. Oh, amazing. So it says 2nd of January and time is midnight 12:58 a.m. So this is how we do date and time in Microsoft Excel. Okay, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope all you enjoyed it. Please like us, share our video, and subscribe us, as we're going to give you more and more interesting videos on data analysis using Excel. Thank you so much.